So people often ask me what I love about photography, and you know, this is it. This is absolutely it. You know, walking around here thinking, oh, this day just sucks big time. And what am I doing here? And then 1 minute later, oh, look at that. There's a small bird sitting there. Wait a minute. In some beautiful light. Oh, it left. Damn, that's a shame. But 1 minute later, this whole area transforms into absolute magic. So welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a bit of a weird morning, strange start to it. It's actually going to be a bit of a challenge video. You know, my wife has to go to work at 8 a.m. this morning, and yeah, she needs the car for that, so we only have one car. But with sunrise at 6:15, it leaves me about an hour to do something. So I just decided, with chances of a little bit of fog predicted, to be out here. And until now there is not much of a fog here, but maybe when the sun is coming up there's going to be some fog above the water. So that's actually what I'm hoping for. Every now and then I can see a little patch floating by here, so who knows, might increase, no idea. But what actually happened is I saw this beautiful big orange moon about to set when I was driving in my car. And I thought, oh, I need a shot like that. And I had a beautiful idea of a tree here a little bit further away, and then put the moon just above that. Take that shot, would have been epic. But by the time I got here, the moon was already too low, and you can see it, yeah, between the tree line here in the back. So I think I completely messed up. I tried to take a couple of shots, but after about a minute the sun was already behind the trees, so sun, the moon, I have to say. So yeah, that's a shame. But at least I tried. The only big problem that comes with this shot is that I now took an exit on the freeway that I wasn't intending to take at all. I wanted to go somewhere else, which has a far higher chance of fog usually. So now I'm stuck here in one of my least favorite areas. So I just hope I can produce a couple of nice shots. I actually have no idea. So yeah, we will see what's going to happen in a couple of minutes. But yeah, at least I'm out here. So if this moon shot worked, then this is the shot. This might become one of those videos where I'm only going to take one shot, or not even one shot at all. Well, at least I took one shot of the moon, but man, it's a difficult morning. There's a beautiful sky above me here. Just have a look. You know, that's where the sun is rising. So those clouds might completely turn pink at sunrise, but there's just no composition here to use it with. And if you look at the fog just behind me here on this little lake, around the edges of those reeds, some fog appears, but it stays very local, very small. And I was actually hoping that temperatures were about the dew point at the moment, and a very high humidity, no wind, blue skies, perfect conditions to have fog above the water here. So yeah, actually I have to have to think what my options are here, but usually I always find something, so I'm not gonna complain yet. I'm just gonna walk around, at least listen to those noises of those birds. It's just, it relaxes the mind to be out here, you know, even if you don't have an image. So I'm just gonna look around, see what I can find and make the best of it. You know, that's the only thing I can do. So every now and then a big patch of fog just rolls over the water here. It just immerses out of nothing, and it rolls over the water here, but it's not happening fast enough, and not in it has to be bigger, you know, to make something of it. But yeah, if the sun is rising, the temperature is going to rise a little bit in the air. That's normally the point that this fog is going to immerse from nothing. So that's what I'm actually hoping for. And there are a lot of water birds here, ducks, geese, sparrows, I don't know how you call them here, fish thieves, I think, something like that. They look like that, but yeah, just if I can catch one of those in this little bit of fog, that would be really nice. So yeah, just waiting for that. Actually, that's it. So yeah, it's just a little waiting game, but I don't have much time. That's the whole issue today. So I guess I figured out a way to get some interesting shots at the moment. So not all is lost, and right now the fog is also appearing above the land there. So it might just be that what I was hoping for is going to happen. But let me explain to you the first shot. So you can see in the distance there that the sun is peeking through that big hole in that tree line in the back. And I just took a really underexposed image, a really dark image, with only that sun peeking through that hole there. And it just looked kind of nice. So I did an exposure stack. So took multiple images from dark to bright, so I can get a little bit of detail in those trees, or else it's going to be a giant silhouette shot, which is fine by me actually. I think it's just pretty nice. But then when I finished it, I noticed all this fog here. Yeah, before those reeds here, those grasses in the foreground, and I actually just framed up a shot, which I think is pretty nice. So let me show you on the back of the camera the shot that I'm looking at right now. So I think the shot will be a bit like this. You can see all this fog through these grasses in the foreground, and I'm just using those two trees here as a bit of a framing on top. And if I go up more, you can see that the image gets a bit different, and especially when I include the sky, it's not that interesting back there. So I'm just trying to zoom in to only these parts with this fog that are interesting, which makes it pretty difficult actually to find a shot. But especially when you shoot straight into the sun, you get a couple of nice colors every now and then with this fog being illuminated by the sun. So yeah, at least trying to make the best of it. Yeah, and I think there are possibilities here. You know, the fog is still increasing a little bit. There's also a pond over there where I see a lot of it appearing at the moment. So just what I was hoping for is happening. So hopefully I can use it, and I think this composition is quite nice actually. So yeah, taking this shot, not much strange, just f8, ISO 200, zooming into the right spot and hitting this button. So this is the shot here of the foggy lake and the sun peeking through that gap in the clouds, the canopy. So I think I framed up a rather nice image here, and a little duck just swam into the frame in the right bottom, but it immediately got down in the water. But I got a shot with that duck in it, so pretty excited about that one actually. And yeah, the light is going to be awesome at the moment with the sun rising just behind this scene. So let me try to show you. I hope I can show you on the back here. That's going to be quite difficult. So this is the shot, and you can see that it's all haze in the foreground here, and then a couple of silhouetted trees in the top, and there's just one small green tree in the middle with this beautiful golden light coming in from the top here. So yeah, if you look at it like this, the scene is over there, so the sun is rising exactly above that scene. I'm just hoping that that sunlight is going to do some magic on that fog. But yeah, crazy, you know. I was really thinking that this was going to be one of my worst videos ever, as if it was never going to see the light of day. But then this happens, and immediately things change, you know, and it just looks really nice. What a nice atmosphere, what a nice atmosphere. This is what I was hoping for. Maybe a little bit more would have been nice, but at least I got a couple of nice shots. So let's have a look how much time I have left at the moment. I have about 20 minutes left. I set an alarm on my phone, so when it goes off I have to rush to the car, get back home, switch places with my wife. But you know, start the day like this, what more do you want? Absolutely amazing. So I'm taking a couple of close-up shots at the moment with the 150-400, and yeah, magical conditions, you know. Look at this, how this fog is behaving at the moment. And there's another lake in the back that I'm gonna move to very quickly now, but I'm gonna take this shot of these trees that are lit up. You know, it just looks really nice. And there's also one tree over here, a small one. Let me try to zoom in. You can see that it's this green little tree, and I'm gonna try to photograph it with all that haze in front of it, with this water here. Just look at it. Absolute madness, you know, from nothing to this. Great. So taking these two shots, and then I'm gonna walk over to the lake on that side, see what I can do, because I can see there's a lot of fog concentrating up there also, and I think there are a lot of ducks and geese over there. So hopefully the alarm won't go until now. So yeah, great. Sorry about my enthusiasm here, but when this happens, when you're not expecting anything anymore, madness, absolute madness. People often ask me what I love about photography, and you know, this is it. This is absolutely it. You know, walking around here thinking, oh, this day just sucks big time, and what am I doing here? And then 1 minute later, oh, look at that, there's a small bird sitting there. Wait a minute. In some beautiful light. Oh, it left. Damn, that's a shame. But 1 minute later, this whole area transforms into absolute magic. And look on this side, boring, nothing going on. And then look on the other side. Look at this atmosphere, all this fog appearing. Absolute madness, you know. This is so good. And I was just zooming into a little piece of an island here in all that fog when 5 ducks just appeared out of nothing. And that might actually have created one of my favorite shots of this year. You know, absolute magic, golden light on this fog. What more do you want? You know, this is what photography is all about. This absolute magical conditions that only happen for 30 minutes a day. But if they happen and you happen to be out here, you know, it's always worth going out here for. Absolutely insane. So let me show you this duck shot. I hope the ducks aren't moving, that the shutter speed was high enough, but I think it is. I think it is fine. So yeah, this is the shot. So this is it. The alarm just went off, and I have to be honest, I set it 10 minutes further, you know, but with this magic and then this last shot with these dogs, absolutely insane. So I'm quickly gonna wrap my stuff up, walk to the car and get back to my wife, switch places, and yeah, what a life. Absolutely amazing. So thanks for watching. I hope you like this video of a transformation from nothing into magic in a couple of minutes. You know, it does hurt a little bit to leave now, but at least I was here and I got some fantastic shots. So thanks for watching. Please push the thumbs up button if you like this video, and there's a subscribe button underneath the video. If you push that and select all on the notification bell, you will get a message when I release my next video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. See you in the landscape. Bye bye.